On a second day of search and rescue efforts in Surfside, teams are working hard to find those still missing in the rubble. They are among the best in the nation. That's one bit of good news we have for you. Fox 13's Jennifer Holton tonight shows us the dangers that those crews are facing right now as they try to save anybody they can and bring closure to the families who are still waiting for answers.
Firefighters wade through standing water in the parking garage of Champlain Towers, creating tunnels to find any remaining survivors in the Surfside condo collapse.
That parking garage ultimately was flooded. Sprinkler systems get compromised. So between that, there was heavy rains this morning. All that has complicated things.
Despite it all, rescue efforts have been ongoing for the missing grandparents, husbands, wives, mothers, and fathers, like Brad Cohen, whose wife says her 12-year-old daughter is devastated.
She fainted when they did the DNA test that died to potentially identify him. So, my daughter just collapsed.
Overnight, crews discovered the bodies of 3 victims. They've been using heavy machinery to pull metal from above while tunneling continues below. Howard Lieberman, a trauma surgeon who's been working alongside Miami-Dade Fire, says the remaining structure stability isn't the only safety concern.
It started to rain on and off. That makes things really wet, really slippery, and kind of a danger. And then other things such as, fires and things like that.
A fire did reignite early Friday morning, but the fire chief says it didn't slow down rescue efforts in which they still remain hopeful they will find survivors.
We have hope, and every time that we hear a sound, we concentrate in that area. So we send additional teams, utilizing the devices, utilizing K9, and utilizing personnel. So as we continue to hear those sounds, we concentrate in those areas.
At this time, there are around 130 firefighters working the scene and digging through that debris. The mayor of Miami-Dade is saying this is truly a risk versus benefits for them, and they are so motivated to continue to find any potential survivors that she said some of them have to be pulled away to take a break from this job. So we'll continue to follow it here from Surfside. Reporting in Miami-Dade, Jennifer Holton, Fox 13 News.
Jen, thanks very much. The Miami-Dade Fire Rescue Chief tells us search and rescue crews heard various sounds all throughout the night using special microphones, listening for tapping. And he says sometimes, though, the person who's tapping could really just be, who they think is tapping, could be debris raining down, could be twisted steel, could also be some water. So these are some of the many challenges that they're having to deal with tonight.